Hi, I'm Vinny Sohara. I make content about holistic self-love and I'm doing Vlogmas. I've been doing Vlogmas for the last few years and I thought I would take this opportunity to do it this year as well. A little bit about me. I am a holistic content, what am I talking about? Holistic self-love content creator and coach specializing in female pleasure, but I'm also interested in other aspects of self-love. So today I wanted to talk about my struggles at the gym. But before I go into that, I want to give you a little bit of background about the Vlogmas I'm going to be sharing here over the next 24, 25 days. This is going to be the least festive Vlogmas you've ever seen because I'm not really a fan of Christmas. But I really wanted to do this because this year, actually, I have uploaded less videos than I have in other years. And I wanted to really kind of reconnect with YouTube because I really enjoy making videos. But something that's really held me back is not knowing what to share. I have so many things I want to share, but it's just how I've not had clarity on the methodology and knowing what to share and why. It's not just about putting anything out there. So over these next few days, I'm going to be sharing lots of things about my lifestyle. I have some launches coming up and lots of things to share with you about things I've experienced this year, such as I've tried so many different healing and therapy modalities. I'm really excited to share that with you. Books I've read, big insights, and I have some maybe one or two exciting launches to share as well. So it's an opportunity for me to kind of reconnect. Anyway, today I want to talk about my struggles at the gym. Struggles. It's and also I'm making this video just to kind of connect with someone else. If you struggle to go to the gym as well, I'm hoping this is going to help you to feel motivated. For me, I think that, I'm really all about healthy lifestyle. I have a podcast called The Orgasmic Lifestyle, Every Day is a Climax. And it's a top 5% podcast in the world, not just in the category of sexuality. But when I created the podcast, I really wanted to get out of just the category of sexuality and talk about reaching climax in all areas of life. And, a big part of that is health and wellness. And I'm so passionate about eating well. I'm a whole foods, plant-based vegan. I eat really well. And I try to, have, very natural beauty products, cosmetics. I'm all about the natural thing. But I tend to live a lot in my head. And if I'm working at home all day, I can just I can be very sedentary and just forget to move my body. And I think movement is so important, embodiment is so important for overall health, and not just for physical health, but for your mental health as well. And I've always struggled with pushing myself to be more physically active. I mean, something I do really well is that I walk everywhere. I've been on the metro, the underground here in Barcelona once in the last 5 years. It'll be 6 years actually. In just before the pandemic, I've been on the metro once since the pandemic started, and in general, I do tend to walk between 7,000 and 10,000 steps a day, which is great. I also dance at the weekend. I dance salsa and bachata. I love bachata more and more, but there is another component which is missing, which is the strength training. So I really have to push myself to the gym to do that. And when I was growing up. When I was at school, I was always the person who no one wanted to pick to be on their rounders team. I was always the last, and I just watched the ball go past, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't have to run for it. And I grew up in Manchester, so it was always cold. Wearing these tiny, little skirts, these PE kits when we had to go outside. And the teachers had no empathy at all. It was like, just get out there and move, which obviously I know that's great advice now. But I'd never had any kind of motivation, and I wasn't really competitive in that sense. I didn't care about my team winning. I didn't really feel bad if I was bringing them down either. And it was just that very uncomfortable feeling of like, when people are picking teams and you're always the last one. So that makes you feel not good in general, and you don't really try and actually make it better either, So I've never been, and also I used to kind of pretend that I'd forgotten my PE kit because I just didn't want to do it, and I had to write lines, I must not forget my PE kit, but that was a better option than actually running around in the freezing cold. And also, when you're younger, I don't know, not for everyone, but for me, I was able to kind of eat pretty much what I wanted. I wasn't exactly the healthiest person in the world when I was growing up, but I'm not really worry about putting weight on. It's just when you get older, you realize that you have to kind of move more to actually take better care of you, but you have to take more and more care of your body as you get older, I believe. So yeah, that is something that has kind of motivated me to get to the gym. So I started going to the gym for the first time in my life just around 8 years ago. And it was just such a great discovery for me at first. I was so curious about trying different classes. Every day I would try something different, not just always pushing myself, but there would be one day of something like yoga, Pilates, the next day strength training, and etc. And I would be doing different things every day. And I just really loved the feeling of experiencing new sensations in my body, especially with things like Pilates, different stretches. It just feels really good, or even yoga. But then yoga gets a bit boring. I don't know, I find the structure of a yoga class to be so boring. It starts off with the sun salutations and the warriors. I know them in Spanish, guerreros and all that. And I was like, oh, it's just boring. I do love yoga retreats though. But one thing that really got me motivated to go to the gym was when I discovered Body Pump. I became obsessed with Body Pump. I think I've made some videos on here about Body Pump, but if you're unfamiliar with Body Pump, it's really one of the best things you can do to get into strength training. And the Body Pump is from a gym in New Zealand called Les Mills. And it's interesting because the first time I went, it was kind of like, let's say, choreographed weightlifting. There was a song that had a warm-up, so kind of all over body kind of song, and everyone was doing the same thing. So it's kind of hypnotic, and the music's super motivating as well. And then the next song I think was the squats, and then so every song had a body part to it. And then the second time I went, I was like, oh, it's the same music, it's the same workout. I didn't realize that it's actually the same workout for about 3 months. And then there's a new Body Pump with a new playlist and a new sequence. And everyone's like, have you tried the new Body Pump yet? People get really into it. People do it sometimes every day. I was doing it up to 3 times a week. And even listening to the playlist at home. And if you do a Body Pump class in Barcelona, it's the same as in Paris, London, or New York, or anywhere. And I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was a really interesting concept and a great way to actually start looking forward to going to the gym. Because that's the thing about physical activity. Sometimes it's more about, a lot of the time it's pushing yourself to go, and then you just feel good after. Whereas when I was doing Body Pump, I was feeling good beforehand. And Body Pump is about, lighter weights, but lots of repetition. But I was doing Body Pump for several years, and I realized that I was getting stronger, but my body wasn't really changing. Not until I stopped going to classes and started going to do machines instead. I really like machines, actually. It can be very intimidating because that's where the serious gym bods are, these big people who really know what they're doing. So I kind of got a personal trainer to kind of help me learn, gave me a machine routine. So that was fine for a while. And then that got boring as well. You have to motivate yourself, as individually to go. It's not like a class. But with neuroplasticity, trying to learn something different every day, that was something that I really enjoyed doing. So every week or every time I went to the gym, I would try something new. So I was experiencing something new in my body and something unexpected. But then I joined a private members club where there is a gym and there's less machines, very high quality stuff, but I haven't been going as much in the last couple of years. But I know that's one element of my life that really needs to be pushed or enhanced. I really need to pay a bit more attention to it because it just feels so good after. So how I'm actually doing that is I'm just going to try and go once or twice a week to the gym and then maintain all my other things with dance and walking the rest of the week as well. I'm not trying to obsess myself with protein shakes and all of this obsession. I just think it's more about balance, really. Something that can really help is actually going with a friend. That can really help with the motivation. And as I go to a private members club, sometimes I often bump into people I know, and that can be really nice. And there's also a spa and a sauna after, and that can be a nice way to end a workout as well. Yeah, so I'm trying to push myself more and more. And also the benefits of working out is that, you can just do more in your day to day. You can carry heavier shopping. You just feel better. You have less aches and pains, or hopefully not after the kind of stiffness you can get sometimes from a workout, if you've not worked out in a while, but that doesn't tend to happen to me really if I'm doing it regularly. And also, of course, the physical, the aesthetic benefits as well, because that over time, then you start to, have a better, you feel better in your body. But as they say, it's more about the food than the movement anyway. Yeah, so I think it's really about the mind. Yeah, so I'm trying to push myself to get to that. I've just come from the gym, so I thought I would share today's video about working out. And also, Christmas is a time when people start to indulge a lot. It's cold in most parts of the world. Northern Hemisphere is cold, so it can be difficult to push yourself. But I'm really determined to get back on the gym saddle, and keep going. So yeah, that's my video for today. I'm feeling good about my workout. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more Vlogmas. I'm so excited. I'm going to be sharing lots of things with you. I'm going to be sharing, I will leave the surprise here. I'm going to try and do it around this time every day. And I might even do a couple of lives as well. And that's something I really want to work on, because I am actually pretty shy. So I want to really push myself out of my comfort zone and start to, enjoy new experiences and reconnect with YouTube again, because I haven't really known how. I've just been thinking, oh no, I haven't made any videos this month. There's been a massive decline of my production this year, but I want to get back. Also, I want to share some links with you in the description below. Check out my book, The Orgasmic Lifestyle. That's a podcast. Everything's orgasmic with me. Orgasmic Manifestation. That's one of my highest achievements of this year. And there's also a link to my podcast, The Orgasmic Lifestyle. And also I have a free life upgrade meditation, which has 100 powerful affirmations from the 12 areas of the life wheel. It's a free meditation with my soothing voice and some binaural beats. And also I am offering coaching sessions. If you're interested in working with me, I will be giving more details about what I'm offering, etc. in future episodes, but that is for today. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more Vlogmas Day 2. Anyway, thank you. Mwah.